It's turning out to be one interesting story, and notes coming out left, right and center this morning. Is this really a risk of ALM mismatches that we're staring at?
Hi, morning. So the way we understand the situation seems like there is a liquidity pressure in the near term at the group level, which also, has led to the downgrade of the various, the group, the parent as well as some of the subsidiaries of IL&FS. So I think it is more of a near-term liquidity challenge which the company is facing as a result of high debt and maybe some bit of project execution delays. So I think a combination of all that in this kind of a market is tending to be slightly more, blown out, in terms of proportions. I think that's the way we are reading it right now.
Lakshmi, is this a big crisis in making, or do you think markets for the moment are panicking and ultimately it is IL&FS which is backed by LIC, SBI, quasi-government institutions, and they will find money to bail IL&FS out and the liquidity bridge will be created?
So for starters, I think the ownership or the parentage obviously gives a lot of comfort. We have a combination of some of the government entities, some of foreign entities, etc., which gives a comfort from a market standpoint. Second, is this a crisis? My sense is that given, and I can comment specifically on the mutual fund exposure, which is in comparison to the total debt a smaller chunk, but definitely if this is not nipped in the bud, it could lead to a little bit of a liquidity issues with the mutual funds also, largely because there is an advanced tax outflow impending, and anyway the banking system is a tad tight on liquidity. So I'm not too sure whether it can take a mammoth proportion of a crisis, but clearly if there is going to be outflows because of the mark-to-market impact on mutual fund portfolios, there could be a near-term liquidity challenge with the mutual fund industry.
Lakshmi, would you have a large exposure to IL&FS, and if so, if you could quantify that exactly in your fund?
So we have about 80 crores exposure across 4 fixed maturity plans. We have zero exposure in any of our open-ended debt schemes, and these fixed maturity plans were largely credit-related underlying, and that's where we have the exposure. So as such, the issue is quarantined within our, and the majority of these bonds happened to be 6 months later in March 2019. So we don't really have an immediate challenge, as I said, largely because the funds or these investments have been made in our closed-ended funds.
Part one of the story. Part two of the story is that mutual funds may have a less exposure, but still we are looking at a large, large exposure of about 1 lakh crore. So it will have implications, maybe not on the mutual fund industry, but indirectly on the debt market per se, because everything is connected. We both know that.
So definitely, so IL&FS comes under the NBFC category in terms of exposure for the mutual funds. Definitely, this would lead to rise in financing costs for other NBFCs, not because they have a liquidity challenge or their credit is, inferior, but clearly with mutual funds wanting to play a little bit defensive, this could mean higher bond yields in the corporate debt segment in the days and weeks ahead.
Closing comments. Is this largely a ALM mismatch and we should watch out for any company which is in wholesale borrowing? I'm not trying to press the alarm button here, but I'm simply making a case that right now bond yields have shot up and other NBFCs also could have challenge in their ALM because of the uptick in yields.
So closing comments from my end, Nikunj, would be that one needs to watch out for entities with high leverage, and obviously in a tight liquidity scenario, given that even the macro in India is posing a little bit of headwinds, one needs to be wary of those entities, and therefore I think a scrubbing of the entire credit exposures for each individual concerned, I think would be the need of the hour at this point in time, and liquidity I think would be the key to tide this event going forward.
Thank you for breaking it up for our viewers.